G'day everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to try something a little bit different. I am in the process of building my daughter's, or putting together my daughter's 13th birthday present. And I figured I would take you along for the ride. Now, I'm not going to do it all with you, but I'm going to do the majority with you. And I'll explain to you what my concept or my idea is, and then hopefully at the end of all of these videos we have something that's actually good. We can only hope. So what I'm going to do for her is I'm going to build her an armoire. Okay, so out of chipboard paper. I'm going to build her an armoire. And my daughter is very much into fashion, and she wants to be a fashion designer and art and creativity, and is also very much into the vintage pastel kind of style. So, with all that said, this is why I've come up with this idea. So you can see here I've got a bit of a sketch of, like, my idea. It will probably be modified. This is just a mud map to get me started thinking about what I need and where to go. And it'll have double doors, open out, a couple of drawers down the bottom, and then a bigger drawer to hold her things like her dressmaker's scissors and stuff like that. So that was what the concept is there, and I'm going to have it so that the top part comes off the drawers, so that you can use the drawers separately to the top part if you want to. I was also thinking of maybe having a little hidden, little 1 inch deep, little hidden spot here behind the palmets of the armoire. So that's kind of where we're going. Whether we get to this fancy, I don't know. But that's the plan. And then I'm down here and I figured out how to get everything in this part, in the doors. So what I'm going to be building is a castle album. Okay, so it looks like a princess castle. Okay, so in our family, my daughter is labelled the princess. It's actually quite accurate. Whether that was intentional or not, I don't know. But so we're doing a little castle in a very, more grown-up fashion rather than a kiddie fashion. Then I'm going to have 2 albums that are the same but different, okay, which is what we're going to look at here. I've already built the base of one and decorated the base of one, and I'll go through and I'll show you that. And I'm going to build the second one pretty much exactly the same, and that's what I'm going to show you, is that one. You don't need to see me build both. Then I'm going to have a fashion folio. So a place for her to start to develop her designs and things like that into one place, and her inspirations and things like that. So I'm slowly working on the design and stuff for that. And then we're also going to have a junk journal. So a journal that she can put her thoughts and stuff into as well. Originally the journal was going to be in parts in the album, and I'll show you when we go through it. But then, of course, as I was doing it, it became a little bit too chunky. So I've adapted and changed. That's what this is all about, is adapting and changing. Because it was originally going to be a page, some journaling, a photo page, journaling, photo page. But it's not going to work. It's way too chunky already. So without a journal in there. So I've changed it and swapped it all around and stuff. But that is what we're looking at. What we're going to do first is I'm going to build the other one of these albums. Okay, so this is one of the first albums. It's 6 3/4 by 8.5. So basically it's designed for like A4 size. Because originally I was going to put a journal in there, and it fits in the idea of the armoire and stuff like that. Okay, it's got a 3 inch spine, and it has been, the spine's been decorated with silk. So this is Indian silk. And that I've just torn into ribbons to kind of give that vintage grungy kind of look. And the second one will have the same kind of style, except for it will be blue ribbons. Okay, so that's kind of where we're going with. I haven't finished decorating it, as you can see. I'm not worried about that until the end, but I wanted to have enough done to kind of show you the concept of the design. Now, before I go through and show you this, I'm going to show you where the papers have come from. Now, I'm not going to, that's the part I'm not going to film. I'm not going to film me actually putting the paper on it. because it's not going to be helpful for anyone to follow along, because I am pulling from a whole lot of different paper packs, and also my own stash of single papers and things that I have, because this is all about my daughter. So I have gone and sourced papers that represent the interests and the things that are to do with my daughter, and I've been collecting these knowing that I'm going to do this for months. So this is kind of, it's a mishmash of all of these mostly Stamperia collections, as well as my own private, like my own personal stash of single ones. So I will tell you, however, when I go through, what collections they kind of come from, so you can kind of see. I've got Passion. So this is one of the collections. So this is all about art, music, dance, all of that kind of stuff. Chase your passion. Then I've got Princess. So which, totally made sense. Like I said, she's a princess. Then I've got House of Roses. So you can see a theme here. Then I've got Threads. Now these all come in, as I said, she's all into sewing and fashion. You'll see that they all kind of work with each other too, and that's what I really looked at, so that we'd still have a cohesive kind of look to the album, even though I'm pulling from a lot of different collections. Then I've got Atelier, okay, again, a lot to do with sewing. And then the beautiful Evelyn the other day sent me this, not even realizing that how perfect it was for what I'm doing, and I'm just so thankful. But I've got this Wonderland, and that is, again, more of an adult concept of fairies and unicorns and all of that kind of stuff, and dreaming. So they're the collections that I'm mostly pulling from, and I will go through this as an introduction, and then my first video will be starting to build this. Just so you know, and remembering that if you're not interested in this, you don't have to watch. You can just click and not watch it. It's okay. I was thinking of starting a different channel just for the paper crafts, and then I'm like, no, if I'm not interested in what someone's put up, I just don't watch it. So I figured I'm just going to go with that kind of concept. Yeah. So, it's a bit sunny outside, but I'm like, oh, what do I do? I want you to be able to see it properly. Hold on. You're just going to have to wait while I rearrange the curtains and put on the backlight so you can actually see what we're doing. Okay. Now, hopefully, that gives you a little bit more light. All right. Okay. So, let's have a look. We're going to open it up. And first up is the inside cover. Now with this one, I basically wanted to make it look like a corset, like an old Princess Victorian corset. The girls, they have corsets, they wear them as part of their fashion. So I really wanted that, and I've made it into a pocket so that you can put things into that. Now, if I'd been smart, I'd have a piece of cardstock or something to show you that it can do that. Look, this'll do. Bit of chipboard. So, little pocket there, and then there's a larger pocket behind that can also hold some stuff. I've then got a single photo sleeve that would hold two. Now the whole idea of this is for it to hold standard 4x6 or 10x15 photos. Okay, so that's the whole concept of this, because that's the standard size in most of photos in most places these days. So I've kind of gone for that, or at most a 3x4, maybe a little bit smaller, like wallet sized in some cases, but generally that's what I'm aiming for. And so I've got that. Now in the second one, I'm not going to put these, and I'll explain why when we get to building the second one, but I've come up with an alternative, and this the bulk of this isn't needed. Okay, so this is the first page, which will open up this way. So it opens up, okay, and then it comes on out. and then folds on out, and we've got a large little fold out piece. Now this is some of the pages I've had more about play and stuff, and others are more about, actual getting a bulk load of photos in. But I'm doing 2 albums, so I figured I'm going to have fun, and I want it to be something interactive for her. So I should have explained the papers. Okay, let's see if I can remember. This is from Passion, I think. And this is from the Wonderland. Then this is from Princess, same as that. This is from House of Roses. And the borders here would be from Princess as well. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to remember it all the way through, but we'll give it a go. Alright, then we come on to this page, and we will put these in here and open it up. So this opens on up. So this is threads. This paper here opens up this way. This is from Atelier, and I've used the ribbon that I've used to do this. I have put it down, but it will actually be, now where did I put it? It will actually be, it can hold something if it needed to, so you can slip something underneath it. So that is there, and then it opens up again. There is a pocket here, so we can put something in there. And then we've got a bunch of stacked pockets here. Now these stacked pockets appear twice in this book because they use up scraps. I'm very much about utilising what we have and minimising waste. So, and they're really good for storage. So that is this page. So it just ties up here with a little bit of ribbon. Now I'm not a bow tire, so it's not awesomely done, but it's done. Okay. Alright, so in the design was this, okay, and this is originally was designed that I was going to put a journal section into it. And I obviously haven't finished decorating these journals, but the base of the journals. And it's just too chunky. So I've come up with an alternative. Like I said, I'm going to have a separate journal for all of them because I've got 4 of these to go into a journal. So what I'm going to put there instead is basically a file folder. I'm just waiting on some more of this cardstock, this rose cardstock from, I had to order some more because finding it has been the mission. I have had to search high and low through the sources because I don't know whether it's a discontinued colour or whatever. It's just out of stock in a lot of places. So it's from Kaisercraft, but yeah, but I found some. But basically what I'm going to do is I will be creating a file folder, and in that file folder I'm going to put some more photo sleeves that I've got, and that'll be just more option for some standard size photos. But I'll show you that in more depth when we get to building the blue album. And that was a sneak peek of the blue colour. Okay, so again, this here, which won't be in the second album. Then we're going to, we pull down this, okay, so pull it down, open this up. I'm just going to get this book out of the way so it's a little bit less annoying. And in here, I've got little tiny pockets that are hidden. Let's just use a ruler. Okay, so they're little plastic pockets that you could put a little tag in and hold a little tag. There's one there, and then there's one there. I just can't get into it because I'm like using a ruler and it's fiddly. Yeah, let's see. There we go. No, I missed it again. But it's there, okay? You're just going to have to believe me. I'm determined now. This is called the stubbornness in me. Is determined to show you that it is a pocket. Hold on. Let's use a pokey tool to find the opening. got the opening, and then the ruler's going to come in the opening, and neat. See, there's a pocket. I was telling you, it's a pocket. And they're there because I was using up scraps when I was using the fuse tool. So, like I said, it's all about using stuff up and finding places for it. And they're cute, so you can hardly see them, but eventually they'll have some tags in there just for something, because when it's closed you'll be able to see the little tags. Okay, then this opens up, and it will open up into a large pop out. These are 4x6 sizes, so standard 4x6, so you can get normal photos into there. And then there's a little pocket down below that you could get more into as well. Okay, so that's there. Alright. That. Then we go on to the back of that page. So it's got 3 pages, but they're chunky. So this one's held together with just a little side there, double ribbon, kind of like laced together. And then there's a little door here, just a little secret door. I've stopped telling you what papers it is, but when I'm building the album and I'm showing you the pages, I'll try and remember. But then it pops up here, and we've got 2 little ones that fold out, and then there's another little secret door here that you can hide something in, and it's a little tuck spot, so you could actually hide some little secret messages in there if you wanted to. And then behind this is also a little spot that you could put something. And then there is a pocket there that you can put something. So that is in this one. Alright. That's all about me tying bows. Okay. Another little one of these. Then this one here. Okay, we're going to change, this is going to be changed a little bit for the next album, but the concept will still be the same. Okay, so this is an acetate photo pocket, so obviously you can put a standard sized photo or whatever you want in behind. If I can find the gap. Okay, goes in behind that. And then this slides up, and this will come down. Okay, so we can open it up, and we can open it up there. There are pockets on both of these, so a little pocket there and a little pocket there. Okay, and then this one here. Okay, let's see if I can do this on my little desk. I've been doing this, it's going to be interesting coming down and doing this. I've been doing this on the dining table because it's bigger, because I don't have much room on my desk. So this will spin around like that. So just a little bit of cuteness. There is like spots there for photos and stuff on the side. And then can close back up, and then it locks back into place there. So that's that one, and then this will slide back down and close it up. On the back of this one, we've got this one here. This will slide to the side, allow you to pull this down and bring that back down, fold that up. Then we've got this here, which is a big open pocket. So it is a pocket, but it's an open pocket. And then more of these stacked pockets here that we can put. Now these pockets are just always good because you can get so much into them, different sized photos, different memories, a whole lot of stuff. So I like having these pockets in the journals. Alright, put it back together, put it down, this comes over the top. Oh no, I've got to put, I forget it every time. This has got to come in, then this, and then this down over the top, and there we go. And then the back page, so this folds down, there is a little pocket here, so another little pocket, okay, and this one will do that. These are all for standard size photos, okay, so there's lots of room either side for standard size photos. And then that will go back up. I still haven't put a closure on that. I will get to it, I just haven't done it. And then behind it, because I'm like, well, there's because this is not glued down because of the mechanism. And I'm like, well, you know, this is for a teenager. This is the perfect place for a little secret pocket. So this is a little secret pocket behind that can be utilized. So that is the design of the album. We're going to build it together, and I'm going to be using a vintage blue instead of the vintage pink. So that's the difference there. So that is that. So those will be getting built. Then we will be doing a castle. So building a castle. I've got a template there. I have just drawn a template up. Those that have got like a Cricut Maker, or you can use it with cardboard. So you can either layer up cardboard, or if you've got a laser cutter or whatever, you could cut this out of thin MDF. It doesn't really matter. It would work fine with cardboard. For the concept that I'm using it for, a couple of layers of cereal cardboard cut out and glued together would do the thing. So that is going to be an album as well. That will hold photos. And that will be done using vintage green. So they're the kind of colorways. And then the last, well, not the last thing, but I haven't even started thinking about fashion folio yet. I've just started doing that. Is we're going to be making a junk journal with all of these signatures. Okay, so each one of these has 2 signatures in it. So that'll be 8 signatures in total. And we will make that into a junk journal. Okay, and I'll explain the story behind the papers and stuff when we get to that. But this is all being done specifically with, well, how do I have it up the right way? Specifically with my daughter in mind. Okay, so yeah. So that is what we are going to do together. If you're interested, like I said, if you're not, you don't have to watch. It's okay. I won't take offense. It's okay. But I'm going to build it, and I'm kind of like, well, I got to anyway. So I may as well film it and chat along to you, and let you watch me cut paper. Well, actually, most of it's already cut. I will try to give you measurements. I've tried to go through and figure out what the measurements are. I'll probably make mistakes. Okay, I'm not new at this kind of thing, but yeah. So that's the concept that I'm doing for my daughter's birthday, and I'm just hoping at the end of it, it looks good, because it is going to have, like, let's put it this way, it's priceless because it's going to have cost me an absolute fortune. Like, I can't even begin to know how much it's going to have cost me by the end of this. But like I said, it's for my daughter, so the cost is irrelevant, and it's something that she'll hopefully keep for a very long time. Because we were talking the other day, and I was showing her my photo album, which ironically I've had since I was 13. Not as cool as this, just a standard one. But that's where the whole thing come from, is it's something she can build and hopefully, yeah, will keep and enjoy for many, many years to come. Alright, well, I'm going to go there with the intro video, and I will see you when we start doing building the album. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. And as always, remember, be kind, be strong, and be a warrior. And I'll see you later. Bye.